All right. We're back. I think it's working now. Seems a little bit. Yeah, that's better. That's better. That's weird. Guess it was just having a little bit of a hiccup there. Nothing like a good old restart. Good old restart to start it back off. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, I got to be able to trade, guys. I mean, that's not cool. It's a new stream. I guess I got to share it out on all the ticking and talkings and stuff like that. No, I don't. I don't do the TikTok, guys. I ain't. All right. Well, would have loved to short this thing. How's everybody doing? We're talking about being landlocked. We're talking about being landlocked and buying real estate. And I mean, I think there's going to be a big correction on real estate in the next couple of years. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. We gave the SFP swing trade, SFP for the Discord. I wasn't able to take the beautiful short here. A whole bunch of people took it on the live stream, but I was on a lag stream, not a live stream. So they're short. I'm naturally short, but yeah, $4,400 a month. Yeah, someone guessed. RS Miller is back. Let's go, baby. Good to see you all here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Gang. Smacking up the like button, subscribing if you're new, all that good stuff. If we could get those likes up pretty quickly, please, I'd appreciate it. We had to open up a new stream because we were lagging. Tengu, can I take a look at Solana? Yeah, man. We looked at Solana, so we're looking for a pullback coming into 204 first and foremost, and then 199. Lots of liquidity in here, so 204. We'll see how it behaves in there. There is a nice point of control in the middle as well, so got a couple stops along the way if we're going to come down here on Solana, but 204 would be your first stop. Ethereum, same deal, looking at 4050, sorry, coming down. Bitcoin rolling over. SFP given in the live stream from before. Coming up to VWAP here, I believe. Let me double check. Oh, my voice cracked. Slap. VWAP slap and go. All right, so we're back here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. 200 people in here, 60 likes. If we get those likes up, that would be cool. No trade for me right here. Just a little bit of patience. Big old SFPs. Nothing I really want to jump in front of just yet. But it seems as though the computer is running much better now. So we back, baby. We back. So I got my Discord going. What is to do next? You join the link down below. Join our Discord. You verify. You go in Otter Talk, and you say, "Hey, man, I won." That's it. And then I will find you, and I will gift you the membership. RS Miller, my man. What's going on? Good to see you, Tengu. Rick. Good morning, Ando Pancho, Crypto Rob, RS Miller, IKO, Tengu. Thank you guys for all returning and hanging out. Billy Baines, DJ Mac, Crypto Dog. Why does the third SFP work but not the second? Well, it's a context of time, right? So with time, and this hasn't worked yet, right? Why hasn't this worked yet? Because we haven't broken structure yet. We're still holding the low in here. And we're still holding this low down here. Right? If we're looking at 15-minute structure, right, we can see that we do have a low in here, but we have high, right? Low, high, high. I would not consider this a low. If anything, we're looking for a break of structure this way. So we could say that this is one move right here. Because if we're on like a 30-minute time frame, you could say maybe this is a low here. And then we go up like this. So you'd want to see this low broken here. We haven't broken it yet. So that would be like if you're really you're looking for this low to be broken. And then that retest in here and then the rollover. So this necessarily is, 3 drives is typically a bearish pattern, right? Especially pushing up with something this aggressive. When you come so aggressively up and then you 3 drive across, okay, you're typically looking for the break, the retest, 1, 2, 3. So the third SFP, this is the money maker right here. So if you get 3 drives, which is a topping pattern, and then you get an SFP up here, this is the one that you want to take right here. This is possible for it to dump, but you typically want, oh my God, we're going to Valhalla and then down. They want to sell you a story, okay? Look at any topping structure. Let's go back to the top here. Okay, so this was our top in here, right? So you can see that's where 3 drives worked perfectly. And then you broke structure here. You retested, and then you dropped, right? Okay, it started with an SFP up high. But here's your 3 drives right here. Here's your 3 drives right here. That's your SFP you want to short. That's the one I just talked about. So you push up. You get your 3 drives. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You sweep those highs and then you dump aggressively. That's the money maker right there. Okay, but it can look in multiple. Topping structure is you can get in here with the close back within the range, and then you can look to take it down. Liquidity, right? They front ran our pink box here, so your only option for this was to break a structure down in here. And then the retest back in here. To be safe, right? To be safe. So now it's a waiting game, right? It's a waiting game. If we want to get long, that's fine, but we should understand the context of the long, right? Is that, we're on a 4-hour downtrend. Okay? 4-hour downtrend. Everybody thinks they got to sell their altcoins because they're going to zero. We got double top in here, right? So if we retrace here, everybody's going to try and think euphoric long here. Really, you should be thinking one more move down, in my opinion. Okay, where's the liquidity? Is there a lot of liquidity up here? Not really. Not compared to here. So context is everything. If this, then that, right? That's why we always do top-down analysis to kind of understand where we're at, right? Draw the map. Once you have the big map, and then you want to go to Street View, right? So this is your map, right? This is where Canada is. And then we're going to go and zoom in. Okay, this is where Toronto is. Okay, then we're going to zoom in. And then, this is the east end of Toronto. Okay. And then we go in the 3-minute, and this is Street View. Okay. That's how you want to do it every time, man. If you don't do that, you don't know where you're at. You do not deserve to hang out on Street View. Okay. I've never thought of that analogy before, so I think I should get GG's in the chat for that, because that makes sense to me. Does that make sense to you guys? If you want to trade on Street View, make sure you understand what it looks like when you're zoomed out. Okay. How can we tip you, Discord? I don't need tips, man. You don't need to tip. Pay it forward, bro. someone's struggling, they need help, just pay it forward, bro. I appreciate it, man. Okay. Help someone else who needs help. That's it. Double the size of what? So typically, I trade a $10,000 account, risking $300 to make $900. I'm thinking about doubling it. So trading a $20,000 account, risking $600 to make $1,800. Okay. Upgrade that RAM to 2.6. I upgraded the RAM on my computer right now. My RAM is good here. This is my desktop replacement. What do you guys think here? You guys can judge me. So I got an Intel i9, 64 gigs. I upgraded that. Okay. I have a 4070. I think it's fine. I mean, it's a pretty beefy laptop, if you ask me, guys. Pretty beefy laptop. Is that $1,800 a week a goal? I typically look to make $3,000 to $5,000 per week. I've had two $10,000 weeks in a row, so I've been doing really well lately. At the end of the day, you know, $300 a day should be everybody's goal. You're making $50,000 a year, right? There's 250 trading days a year, right? You make $300. It's very simple, guys. You get out your calculator. You do $300 a day, 250 trading days a year. Okay, you're making nice money. Okay. You have some down days, right? My goal has always been, okay, as weird as this sounds, my goal has always been to make more money than a butt doctor, a proctologist. They make $280,000 a year. And maybe this is just a weird thing, but I want to be able to go, when I'm old and I go to get my checkup, I want to look at that doctor and I want to be an equal. I do not want him putting on those gloves and hearing that snap and knowing that I'm not an equal. Because if he hurts me, we're going to have a problem. So that's always been my goal, is I want to make more than a butt doctor. That's what I've always told my wife. That's it. It's always been my goal. Maybe I'm crazy. What's going on, T.I.? Good to see you, bro. Wave Cypher, Jeanette, good morning. God bless. You know, I want to be able to look at him in the eye and be like, we aren't going to hurt each other here, are we? You know? Look at this defense. Defense at the VWAP. Abu Dhabi here. I've been to Abu Dhabi Airport. How many monthly members do you have in the Discord? 200 and something. But like, who really cares, man? I mean, most people are locked in at $20 a month, man. They've been with me forever. I've only changed the prices to this high since last month because too many people joined, man. What size is yours, bro? I'll show you mine if you show me yours. I mean, I'm not here to hide anything. It's kind of personal, isn't it? I feel like I don't have to tell you, but You entering the sweep of the SFP. So, yes, we've swept here. Are we buying the top? Yes. Mine's got a smiley face on it. That's it. Yeah, I cranked the prices up because I don't want people joining, if I'm being honest. I mean, we went from $20 to like OGs, and like a lot of the people who are already in there have been there from day one, and they got grandfathered in. I didn't charge them anything because I love them, and they've been with me when I was an absolute I almost said the R word. Reject. Like Jeanette. Jeanette's been with us forever from day one, right? Jeanette will never have to pay for anything. She's a sweetheart. That's it. But as the channel has grown and, you know, we've just cranked it up because at the end of the day, the Discord is family. And if you're a douchebag, I'm just gonna kick you out. That's just how it goes. You know, I will give you everything that I know. I will teach you everything that I do. I will show you everything I do. But if you do wanna, you know, there's a price to pay. That's it. What's going on, Andrea? Emma Coiner, good to see you. Good morning. Django, J Violet, R Pink, Wayne Sieg. Soycrest Guy. The Don Sean. So we got 18 minutes here until market open. No news today. The job news comes out later on this week. Thank you everybody for being here, supporting the channel. Cadoodle, yeah, that's the one, Crypto King. I do appreciate you all being here. 350 people here. Only 105 likes. If you guys wouldn't mind, we had to restart the stream because it was lagging. If you guys wouldn't mind smacking up that like button and subscribing if you are new. We're here live every morning, 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. trading Bitcoin live. Hanging out with you guys. So let's do a quick top down so we can refresh the room. Everybody can understand. So what do we have here? We have a big push up from Bitcoin. Everybody's all euphoric and happy again. Happy days. Look at us go. We're going to the moon. Superverse is pumping. We got 3 drives. Bearish divergence up here. Looks for a rollover. Typically, you get a Bart Simpson. Okay. How low do we go? We got some key areas down below if we're going to get continuation. Now, the weekly candle close was very horrendous, but that push actually gave us a beautiful bottoming tail. Okay, so this is buyers stepping up and pushing the price up. However, not out of the woods yet. We still got 2 days till September's, Wednesday, October 1st. So we got a couple days for our monthly candle as well. Okay, we would like to see this close a little bit higher if I'm being honest, but you know, we'll take a 3% September. Okay, looking at our daily here, what we understand is that we have a confirmed green dot and pushing us up. However, we do have a confirmed red dot on the weekly. Okay, so contradicting. So let's look at the 3-day. The 3-day is the hopium here coming into the end of the week. Okay, we have a beautiful candle here. We have a trigger wave forming and green money flow. This looks great. Okay, so that's the hopium coming into Wednesday and Saturday. So this to me tells me we could potentially get a push into next Sunday. Not now. We could actually come down, which would be better in my opinion, and then push up next Sunday. That would be cool. But we'll see what we get either way. Looks like it's defending the VWAP right now, guys, trying to push back up. No trade, okay? The 12-hour does look good as well. Okay, the 12-hour here, overextended to the downside. Nice money flow. A little bit overextended on VWAP, so, you know, might take until tomorrow to bounce. We'll see how it behaves. 8-hour money flow is looking a lot better as well, pushing to the upside here. Finally getting some ramping to the upside. We always like some good ramping. Okay, and then the 4, the 3, the 2, and the 1 here is a little bit overextended. Obviously, we had consolidation over the weekend, and then that pop. Retesting the lows right now, actually in a sell wall that we were looking at in the Discord. We managed to take a beautiful, sweet long in the Discord for 6%. That was actually a great trade. But nonetheless, a weekend pump always causes sign for cautionary trades on Monday. Okay. 3 hour, same thing, overextended. Money flow coming up quite nicely on the 3 hour here, crossing the zero line, defending the VWAP in here. So we do have a little bit of a symmetrical triangle. Can we continue to push? That's very possible. Let's just try to be patient in this area. The 2 and the 1 are looking bearish divergence, right? So we do have this higher highs and lower lows. Okay, doesn't mean we're going to dump right now. I would expect some sort of fake out even, and then we go. But a little bit of patience here is all I'm kind of cautioning about. We have an order block down here, an order block down here, a couple of areas of interest that we're looking at. We'll see if we do retrace to those. A couple of if this then that, and then we have our big pink box up here at 114. So a couple of levels we're interested in. If we do hold this level and hold acceptance above here, and we flip this support level at 112,300 to support, then we would look to rotate up. If we're zooming out and we're looking at this too, what's kind of cool is that we are holding like a value area low. If we isolate the range and we only pull our volume from like right over here, we can see that we are actually trying to hold that value area low, which is actually a good sign of strength considering that we have deviated down below and then now we're trying to reclaim it. So if we reclaim it, this would be awesome and we would look to rotate back up to the point of control, but I'm not in that camp yet due to the fact that we are currently in a downtrend. Okay, so we'd like to see something like this if we're going to bottom structure in here. However, the liquidity is definitely in this low right here, so be aware of that. That's where the liquidity resides, not too much above us. So for me, if we're going to push, cool, but it would just look for a more of a macro retracement in here. So patience here, the break is structured in here, ABC, corrective, and then off we go. We'll see if we get it. If not, we'll take advantage of an up only trend and we'll jump on trend. Okay, so that's kind of the thought pattern right now. So a little bit of patience and we'll see what the market brings this morning. Thank you everybody for being here. Subscribe, and if you're new, 400 people in here, 134 likes. We started the stream again, so if you guys wouldn't mind smacking up that like button for me, that would be greatly appreciated. And let's see if we can find some trades today. The USDT dominance is slowly rolling over here, but we'll see how that behaves. The NASDAQ is actually ripping after last night. So you can see the NASDAQ's pretty much been up only since last night. So I'm looking actually for this thing to come back down to reality. You can see it's just chopping up only all the way over into here, coming into some key liquidity in the highs here. So that's the same thing as an SFP over here. And we have all this liquidity below us. So we'll see if it does want to come back and grab some of that stuff here. There will be a retracement in here as well, so we'll see if it does want to come back and then go, but it does look strong right now. The S&P 500, I expect a gap up this morning, and we'll see what continues on here. Solana, I gave this level this morning, bouncing out of here, so that's looking quite decent actually. Nice SFP into our buy level in the Discord. ETH is consolidating sideways as well. All right, so a little bit of patience here. Don't want to jump on like some hopium train. Just want to be patient and see what happens this morning. Thank you everybody for being here and hanging out. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so let's be patient here. Let's see what market open does bring. Monday, false move. Do we get a little bit of a push and then a big correction coming into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday into the jobs data? Who knows? A prepared trader is a profitable trader. We just wait for confirmation, and hopefully our ideas, help us navigate these charts, and that's it. That's all we can do, really. The key in this environment, in my opinion, is to not just buy green candles. Okay, you don't want to be chasing green candles because you will chase green candles and you will be humbled really quickly. Bam, right? You'll chase green candles, so you're like, oh my God, we pumped. You chase the green candle, you come back and you get humbled. So a little bit of patience coming into Pumptober. Do they call it Pumptober or Uptober? I don't know what they call it. These weird crypto nerds, but either way, I'm here for it, guys. I'm here for it. I'm happy. Had a great weekend. Hopefully you all had a great weekend. Touch some grass, touch some ass, whatever you're into. I was a professional grass toucher this weekend. Went for a nice hike. Set up the Discord with the Sui trade and rode off into the sunset. That's it. Good morning, Randy. R.S. Miller, good morning. Jeanette. Sumitris, Good night. October. October. A prepared trader is a profitable tater. Yes, we like taters. What's going on, Jatinder Johnson? Kensler, good morning. Our Pink. Good morning, Shamitris. I guess you weren't going to bed. Alex, the hot dog bun analogy focusing on the buns. So money, I don't know. I've made it this far in equities and spot without these gems, bro. Seriously, preach. I appreciate it, man. Keep going, baby G. That's it, man. Buenas mornings, Maestro Ata. Good to see you, Vegas Claw. Hopefully you're doing well, bro. Nice push here off of VWAP. Nice slap SFP down below here. Okay. I was kind of getting back into the stream, so I wasn't taking this trade. Nice sweep and go. Continuation up into market open. It's always suspicious, in my opinion. This is always suspicious, guys. But did you guys see Super? Oh my God, Superverse. My God, I gave a trade setup for Superverse a while ago in the Discord. Now, guys, this. Damn. That's all I got to say about that. Damn. Up 58%. That's wild. That's cool, man. A little bit of hopium. I'd like to see Solana get out of this downtrend here. I'd like to see it get out of this. Bitcoin looking strong coming into market open. NASDAQ rolling over. Bearish divergence SFP. Interesting. We'll see what happens on the SPY, but this is a cause for concern. But Bitcoin doesn't care. Spilled some coffee. The further into the stream, the more I lean. I gotta sit up straight, guys. I got out of carpentry to not have back problems, but here we are. Check hype, please, sir. I bought a bunch of hype at like $41. I think about like $8,000 at $41. I'm looking to add some more if it comes lower. Yeah. It's just range bound right now, bro. That's it. I bought some down here and a little bit up here. Yeah. Average buy is like $42 for me right now. Looking at dollar cost average into hype as well, not financial advice, okay? I ain't your dad. I ain't here to give you financial advice. Whatever you do, crypto is risky business, guys. Please be safe, okay? YouTube already demonetized me for being transparent. I don't know what else I don't know why they demonetized me, but you know, I just need to make sure you guys all understand that I'm just carpenter clicking a couple buttons, man. That's it. You do what you want. Market open 6 minutes. Enticing buyers again. No trade for me. Check Litecoin. That's the last thing I'm going to check, bro. Litecoin is, I don't know. How is my virtual? So I'm underwater on virtual. I think about $2,000 right now, which is a nothing burger. But virtual is in a macro wedge. I love the look of this thing. My average price is around $1.20. Just a matter of time, in my opinion. So we'll see. ETH has to take off, right? ETH has to go. I've been averaging down from here all the way down. So I think I have my last percentage. Okay, so I'm not going to go through the whole DCA plan, but I'll get exposure, then I'll go 20%, 40%, and then 35%. And I still have to put in 35% of my full allocation. So, and that only happens after I have a market structure shift on a 4-hour time frame, which I haven't had yet. So there's no reason to add to it yet. Because if we come lower, who cares? I'll add to it here. And then we go to Valhalla. Who cares? We'll see. If this, then that. Keep that on ETH. 5 minute. Nice SFP for ETH. That's actually a really good looking chart here. ETH looks strong. ETH SFP continuation. Sol. 5 minute chart. Down into our buy level at 204. Continuation. Order block in here. That looks strong as well. Bitcoin flat. Good volume coming into this morning, though. There's been a couple of good little trade setups. You could have taken the short here that we said earlier. SFP here, bounce off VWAP, continuation up. Yeah, a couple little scalps in here, not bad. No complaints. Small, 0.5%, not bad. I just caution here. 12 minute. Green dot continuation. Big hammer, big hammer. Yeah, still waiting. Wick test here. Got 2 minutes till market opens. 450 people here. 156 likes. Thank you guys for being here. NASDAQ dumping. It's been a weird relationship between the NASDAQ and Bitcoin lately. A very weird relationship. Not the greatest. Not the greatest signals. News coming out Tuesday, Wednesday, but mostly Friday, guys. Friday is going to be the big one. Non-farm. Unemployment rate. Data. Whatever you're into. A little bit of hopium here on the 24-minute double bottom VWAP, trying to push up. Money flow's good. A little bit of a moose knuckle here, looking to possibly roll over, though. A little caution. A little bit of caution here. Lower high. No mitigation of the low, though, so not a clean tell of a break of structure continuation down. Not clean. So no reason to short this thing, even though I do believe short would be the play right now. NASDAQ SFP right now. Yeah, it's all fine and dandy to be here on the 3 minute, but you zoom out. Where do we need to go, right? Well, either we're coming for the liquidity up in this high here, or you're coming back for all of this. At least this. So, buying the top is never a fun place to be. Still waiting. Good morning, everybody. So which way are we going today, guys? Market is open. Ding, 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 ding. Big gap up for the S&P. Looking strong here. We'll see if it does want to pull back. The NASDAQ is pulling back. We'll see if it does want to continue this big ramping to the upside. Looking looking hella strong coming into market open here. Even though we do have an SFP, the SPY looks strong as well. Bitcoin is looking strong over the weekend. Will it continue to push? We'll have to wait and find out. A little bit overextended. Thank you, everybody, for being on the live, hanging out, smacking like buttons, subscribing, all that good stuff. I do appreciate you. We're well on our way to 17,000 subscribers. So thank you guys for subscribing and hanging out. We're here live every morning, 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. Market is open. Rolling over on the NAS. Flat for the SPY. Bitcoin trying to hold here. Still waiting. Ding, 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 ding. You guys are all talking about liquidity. Okay, gold and silver, massive highs, big drops incoming. Or Bitcoin could catch up, right? But yeah. People are holding gold rather than treasuries, right? They're not holding the bonds or the treasuries. They're wait till that digital ID demonetizes you. That's okay, man. I just go over to X or something. I don't care. You guys would all come and trade with me on X, wouldn't you guys? Put an X in the chat if you guys would come over to X and trade with me. I think you guys would anyways. I don't think you need to verify that. I'll still be around. If my altcoin portfolio does a 10x, so I'm out of here. I'll refund you guys your. If I get a 10x out of my altcoin portfolio, I might disappear. Just saying. Do you guys have a number in your mind that like you would just disconnect from the world? Not from the world, but from like the internet and all that stuff. Do you guys have a number, like a monetary number? I sure do. I have goals. I have goals. Trading is lonely, though. I do like hanging out with you guys. Nice recovery for the NASDAQ here. Nice push. SPY still looking strong. $50 mil, $5 mil. $5 mil's a good spot. It's like if you're earning 5% on $5 mil, it's like $200,000 a year. It's not bad. 80 mil to disappear. Yes, this is fun hanging out. Yeah, that's it, right? 1 billion, nothing less. Rolling over. Weird open. Very weird open. Chop City. Indecisive, right? Indecisive tells me it'll go down. Right? If there's not people stepping up to buy it up here, it tells me it's going down. Like we're very overextended to the upside. So if there's people not stepping up in here with volume, which we clearly have now, market is open, right? But if there's no one stepping up to buy this thing, then we're clearly going to go down. You see a little bit of exhaustion here on the hourly. I should start one of those like shorts. Buy or sell. Which way are we going to go? 1, if we're going to go up. 2, if we're going to go down. Let me see in the chat. One up, 2 down. You guys tell me. 1 up, 2 down. 2 2 2s, 1 1 1s. If Alex moves to El Salvador, I don't know. Seems a bit hot for me, man. I like the cold. The cold kills the bugs. That's the number one thing about the cold. Is in Canada, nothing survives except for bears. Do you guys like mosquitoes? I don't like mosquitoes, man. Mosquito is basically a lurker, right? Can we all agree? Lurkers in the chat? You leave a piece of fruit out for a day in Australia. Good luck. You got bugs everywhere. I live there. Good push here for Bitcoin. Yeah, we definitely have grizzly yogis out here. Love the grizzly bears, man. Did you know the grizzlies are small brown bears? Like everybody thinks a grizzly bear is a big bear. It's not. Let me Canadian educate you, okay? So a grizzly bear. Okay, so you have a grizzly bear and you have a brown bear. Exactly the same, guys. Exactly the same. Okay? Now a grizzly bear. Nice push here. A grizzly bear lives inland, okay? Lives inland. Okay? A brown bear, okay, lives near the coast, okay? Okay, this is facts, okay? Lives near the coast. Now, why are grizzly bears so dangerous? Because they're hungry, okay? They are hungry. You see, this beautiful little grizzly bear, he's only eating berries. He's eating shrubs. Every now and then he catches a moose or a deer, right? But he's fighting for food. Now, this brown bear here, he's got this beautiful, beautiful salmon. He's got a big, healthy diet. He's eating like a king. You see? So the brown bear, look at this pump, guys. This is good. The brown bear is a happy bear. He's massive, but he's a happy bear. This guy over here, he pissed. He is a grumpy, hungry bear. Okay? A grizzly bear is smaller, but he'll eat you. There's your bear education for the day. Hopefully that all makes sense. So whenever you see a brown bear and it's massive, it's a happy bear. I mean, it'll still eat you, right? But it's well fed, so it's much less likely to eat you because it's eating well. The grizzly bear, on the other hand, it's struggling. It's Steve ruggling for some food. Therefore, it gonna eat you. Just telling you. Okay? There's your bear education for the day. Hopefully you all like that. Next time I'll do it in a David Attenborough voice. Okay? Bitcoin ripping, baby. Let's go, Bitcoin. Nice push here. SFP number 4. SFP 4. SFP 4. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that? I mean, I'd be upset too if I was a grizzly bear and I only ate berries. You know, I didn't get any of that beautiful Atlantic salmon, you know, salmon. The black bears, they do their own thing. So black bears, if it's black, attack. If it's brown, lay down. If it's white, good night. Okay, that's the rules. Okay, that's the quick saying. If it's black, attack, so you want to be loud and you want to stand big and strong. With the brown, you want to play dead. Okay, you don't want to be fun. Because if you attack the brown, he thinks you were trying to play. And he gonna play with you all right. Okay? And if it's white, good night. Because, I mean, if you can see a polar bear, he's known about you for about 7 kilometers already. Okay? And they're the most carnivorous animals on the planet. They can smell seals 5 kilometers under the ice, okay? If you see a white bear, you might as well just either you jump in on a snowmobile and you're gone. You jump in the car and you're okay. Nice push here. Halfway down the candle, continuation trade here. Bitcoin looking strong. NASDAQ trying to bounce back here. No trade for me. I'm still waiting on this, guys. There's towns in northern Canada, and like it's law that you have to leave your door unlocked in your vehicle, because if there's a polar bear coming through the town, the only thing you can do is run to a car and open the door and hide in the car until help comes. Okay, so everybody leaves their doors unlocked in their vehicles so that you can escape the polar bear. Crazy, man. This is a good little push here, guys. I like this. Solana coming up to that resistance. Good. ETH trying to push. ETH looked the best out of this. SFP continuation trade. Okay, Solana coming up here. Let's not buy the top, everybody. I'm still being patient here. You're talking about bears and trading at the same time, man. Yeah, polar bears. You ain't gonna mess with a polar bear. You better be carrying a rocket launcher. Bear spray ain't gonna work. Where do the Chicago Bears fit in? Football. You guys are. I ride polar bears while playing penguin hockey. That's it, man. I ride a moose and I have 2 polar bears on leashes. This is a good pump, guys. I like this. Good volume here. Bitcoin to the moon, baby. Anybody, put a 1 in the chat if you're long. Good job, everybody. Off the VWAP slap here. Continuation here. Looking strong, everybody. No trade for me. I ain't fighting this. No trade for me. Great job, everybody, if you are long on this. Let's go, Biddy. Nice push, baby. Nice push. Coming back up here. Mitigation of this. Let me know, guys. 500 people in here. Only 183 likes. I'm giving you bearification. And you guys are still fading me. It's not very kind of you guys. Got long on Solana. Albert, good job, bro. Buy level given in advance. Good job, bro. Bitcoin to the moon right now. Continuation, baby. Continuation. Nice push here for Biddy. Sui hitting targets. Bitcoin flying, baby. Look at this thing. Let's go, Biddy. How do you get into up only, everybody? This is going to be the biggest orb known to man. This is going to be a big-ass orb today, guys. We probably chopped the orb, if you ask me. So far, so orb. We'll see how high we get here, but... Damn. Damn, Daniel. Nice big 1% orb. I love a big orb. This thing's flying. Beautiful push here for Biddy. Nice push for Soy Boy Lana. Good job. Nice push. Ethereum, nice push. Right? Everything looking quite strong here. Orb is in. Oh, Minotaur taking a trade. Trading bot is in a trade. Whew. The trading bot's working in the background as well. My God, we just printing, guys. We're going to have the Minotaur CEO come on our show. His name's Costa. He's a great human. Trading bot, earning like 3% a month, which is beautiful, like just passive income. 36% a year. Whew, who doesn't like that? Anyways, we'll have more information on that bot for you guys as it proceeds to give you what you need. I'm still doing the testing myself, as I always do. 514 people in here. Thank you for being here. You guys are all Giga Chad long, aren't you? You guys are Giga Chad energy. I can smell it through the microphone. That's a huge orb. Absolutely. Sorry, Pacific salmon. Yeah. I wasn't Pacific enough about it. Sorry. Oh my God. Golden child. That's horrible, man. That's horrible. I'm too busy talking about polar bears. Guys, awesome pump. I'm tempted to long Sol here. Sol looks better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin coming up to key resistance right now. Sol does look better than Bitcoin. Let's just put a fake trade on Sol. Up only, guys. VWAP holding, SFP of the low, continuation up. Beautiful, beautiful long. If you guys did take it, we were restarting computers and stuff like that. So no trade, no FOMO, just waiting. Thank you, everybody, for being on the live. Bitcoin ripping, baby. Happy days. Happy days. Now to Valhalla. I don't know about that, man. I think big trap energy. It's big trap energy, guys. It's got big trap energy. Not for me to decide, though. Nice breakout. We'll have a Discord live later on this afternoon. We'll see where price gets to. I would expect something like this, right? Maybe a push and then. Tapping that resistance level perfectly. Rolling over here. NASDAQ breaking out. Continuation here on the NASDAQ. Looking strong. Biddy looking strong as well. No trade here. Congratulations, everybody, on your longs. My proctologist is buying. I don't know, man. I'm a short him. Dump incoming. Did y'all know Alex was one of the people that lured wifey to crypto streams? She saw his house tour, heard his remix, Messy Elliott. Appreciate you, Wix. I love the Wix, man. God bless you guys, and God bless wifey for being part of the gang. Super flying, still going. Superverse, what? What's it up now? 51%. Same spot. as we checked at the beginning of the stream. Bitcoin up 1% now. Aggressive, man. This is beautiful. Nice push here for Biddy. Major volume zone right here at this red level. So interestingly enough, it has hit it and rejected from it. Who would have thought? Up only. I'm not going to force it. I can't force it, guys. It's impossible. Nice push, though. Still waiting here. How's that Sui trade we gave? Solana. Sui. Sui's back up. I mean, Discord Sui trade. Incredible. Pushing again. Rollover for Biddy. We're looking halfway down the candle here, if anything. Let's see if I can find something. Still waiting here. $382 volume node here. I mean, we're splitting hairs, right? So like when you're splitting hairs, you got to be quick with the risk management. If you are taking trades like this, you're asking for trouble. So still waiting here. Thank you, everybody, for being on the live and smacking the like button and subscribing. I do appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel and hanging out this morning. Good fun, man. Always good fun. We talked about bears today. Solana looks juicy, guys. Sui looks strong. Hype. Yeah. ETH was the tell, man. ETH, this was the tell right here. That SFP on ETH with the doji engulfing candle here, that was the tell. That was definitely the tell. Still waiting here. No trade yet. NASDAQ's ripping. SPY's ripping. Okay, so bullish, 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 right? Still no trade here. Still waiting. I'd like to see a little bit lower for Bitcoin. ETH battling back. Looks good. Still waiting here. A little bit overextended on market cipher. 12. Yeah, big momentum to the upside here. It's a weird looking chart, guys. That's all I got to say. It's a weird looking chart. Trapping longs right now for sure up here. There's trap longs up here. Definitely. I want to see it come down into here, react a little bit, and then we'll see what we get. But nothing yet. Solana would be better to come back into here and then continue. Something like that. If we come back into here, 207. So whenever you push up like this, everybody, like for me, what I understand is you hit a point, right? And if you're going to continue, you typically get chop in here and you get the one move, okay? The one move here, that move, whatever it is, however the chop is, but you get one move that sweeps and goes. Okay, that's typically your indication of continuation. And then you typically get a higher low and continuation out. It's typically how it goes. If we're in up only, okay? You get that move, and then you go. This is what you're waiting for. Back into the range, continuation, stop loss below the low, right? Typically what you look for. Do I think it's going to happen right now? I don't know. It's not for me to decide. Right now, this is looking very strong. Everything's looking really strong. So you can see an example of it, right? So you push up here, right? You push up, you chop, you get the sweep, and then you go, right? They'll send it up, from my experience, they'll send it up a couple of times and entice you to buy up here. They want you to buy leverage up here, and then they'll wreck you down here because you're over leveraged up here. But they'll induce FOMO up here. It's typically how I've seen it happen, right? But a great move for Bitcoin this morning, everybody. That's 1.5% move. Pretty quick. How much leverage should be taken? That doesn't make any sense, bro. Leverage is a tool, man. Leverage is a tool. Leverage is used for one or two things. You have leverage either using it to trade multiple pairs with the same amount of 1% risk management. So I'm trading ETH, I'm trading Bitcoin, I'm trading Solana. You use leverage to substitute capital to trade multiple pairs. Or you use leverage to keep less money on an exchange. That's the only reason why you're using leverage. Besides that, you shouldn't be using leverage for anything else. If you're trying to put in if you're that dude who goes 75x leverage and you just want to show your P&L card, I know it because I used to do it. But you're a douche canoe, right? You don't need to flex because 90% of people here in all of trading are not profitable. 90% of There's 540 people in here, 550 people in here. 90% of you are not profitable. And I'm sorry to say that. Hopefully we can help you do that. The difference between me killing it the last 2 weeks has been me just waiting for trades. I haven't taken a trade. I mean, I would have liked this slap down here. But I was restarting my computer. I like to sweep up here. I was lagging. So a couple of trades that I wanted to take this morning, but my computer was not allowing me to. And starting the stream up wasn't allowing me to. But we're gambling up here, in my opinion. You're just looking for a continuation, which is fine. There's ways to trade this. That's safe. But you're taking a C to B plus setup, like at max. At max. As a trader, my job is to set the trap, wait for a reaction within that trap, make a decision, manage my risk, have key targets. Rinse and repeat. Over and over again. And if I can't do that, then over time, you're going to end up like this. Your account's going to look like this, and then boom, you're going to be right back to where you started or lower. And then you try to break it back up, and then boom, you're back down to where you started or lower. Be the turtle. Nice and slow and steady, guys. That's it. Be the turtle. Chop, chop, chop. Chop at the top. I do not trade chop at the top. Flat. Awesome pump, guys. We'll see where we get to. Discord live this afternoon. Looking forward to it. I'll update the Discord as we go here and what I'm looking for. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Go into Army Piper's chat and what was it? What was the saying? Anyways, throw some otters in his chat. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. AlexOCrypto, fit the party like a disco. Bam, bam.
Go comment Icky Guy. Thank you. Icky Guy. Icky Guy in Piper's stream, guys. Icky Guy.
On the come up.